The summer job from hell. A group of college students takes on a summer job at an old, abandoned resort deep in the woods. Jason, the leader of the group, confident but with a dark past. Mia, Jason's girlfriend, sensitive and prone to strange dreams. Chris, the skeptic, always joking but with a deep fear of the unknown. Sarah, the quiet one, who has a connection to the supernatural. Tina, the practical one, good with tools and plans to fix the place up. An old, abandoned resort deep in the woods, isolated from the nearest town. They've been hired to clean and renovate the place over the summer. As they approach the resort, Mia has a sudden feeling of dread and sees a shadow move inside the building, but dismisses it as her imagination. The students settle into the resort, with each taking a room. They find old, dusty furniture and strange, old photos on the walls. Jason jokes about the resort being haunted, which Sarah takes more seriously. Suddenly, strange happenings. Doors creak open on their own. They hear footsteps above them. But when they check, no one is there. Mia has a disturbing dream about a woman in white, wandering the halls, whispering, "Leave before it's too late." On the other hand, Chris finds a hidden journal in one of the rooms, belonging to a previous worker who mysteriously vanished. The last entry hints at a darkness that consumes. As they continue, strange occurrences intensify. Sarah sees a figure watching her from the forest, but when she blinks, it's gone. Tina finds that the tools she placed in her room the night before are missing or have moved on their own. The electricity flickers, and they start hearing distant whispers coming from the walls. The group discovers a locked door in the back of the resort that leads to an old basement. Jason breaks the lock, and they venture down, finding strange symbols etched into the walls and remnants of rituals. Tension rises among the group as they begin to turn on each other. Chris insists it's just an old building playing tricks, but Sarah feels an evil presence growing stronger. Tina and Jason explore the kitchen and encounter the ghost of a chef, who seems to be reenacting his last moments before his death. The ghost's eyes are empty, and his movements are mechanical, as if stuck in a loop. Mia has another intense nightmare where she sees the resort burning and figures screaming for help, their faces distorted in agony. She wakes up with a start, finding bruises on her arms as if she's been grabbed. Chris becomes obsessed with an old portrait of a woman in the hallway. He believes she's trying to communicate with him, but the more he stares, the more unhinged he becomes. He starts hearing her voice in his head, leading him to a breakdown. Sarah, through her connection to the supernatural, uncovers the resort's dark history. It was once a place where a cult performed rituals to summon dark entities. The resort's original owners were consumed by the very thing they summoned. Realizing they are in grave danger, the group tries to leave, but the forest seems endless, and the resort appears to be shifting, trapping them inside. The dark entity, a grotesque demon with burning red eyes and a twisted form, begins to physically manifest in the resort, feeding on their fears. The group tries to find ways out, but the resort's doors and windows seem to lead them in circles. Tina attempts to break a window, but is thrown back by an unseen force. Jason finds an old ritual book that contains a spell to banish the demon, but it requires a sacrifice. The group decides to perform the ritual in the basement. The demon attacks them, causing chaos, but they manage to start the ritual. As the ritual progresses, Mia realizes she must sacrifice herself to complete it. With tearful goodbyes, she does so, causing the demon to scream and vanish. Jason, Tina, and Sarah emerge from the resort as it begins to crumble behind them. They are traumatized but alive. Chris was lost to the demon's influence. As they drive away, Sarah looks back and sees the shadow of the woman from the portrait in the rearview mirror, hinting that the curse isn't entirely lifted. The sound of a door creaking open and a whisper saying, "Welcome back,"